Hey, why don't we discuss why Kenya is far much better than Uganda? I went to Uganda, as you've seen from my vlogs, and Kenya is far much better than Uganda for obvious reasons. First and foremost, I went by road, so like the things I'm saying are like legit, and things I experienced throughout my journey, throughout my trip, and from the border, the Busia border, to the day we came back to Kenya. And these are all reality, and this is how the ground is. You know, at first, when I was going to Uganda, my sister was like, she wasn't hyped about it because anyway, she was going to a better place. So she was like, Uganda is like the Oshago, and there's no much to see there apart from plenty of food and yeah, apart from plenty of food. She said like there's nothing better, like there's nothing more in Uganda. And yeah, I was just like, I haven't been to Uganda. I've stayed near Busia. Like when I was like a kid, we used to stay where it's like 1 hour to Busia border. So like my mom used to go to Uganda, so I don't know why I never went to Uganda. But hey, I thank God I never went. But it was a good experience. Will I go back to Uganda? Maybe Kampala, cause I've heard Kampala is far much better than Jinja. I went to Jinja, so it's like in Kenya we have Kisumu, we have Nairobi. So like Jinja is like Kisumu, then Kampala is their Nairobi, their capital. So if someone asks me if I would like to go to Uganda again, yeah, I would love to go to Uganda because I haven't been to Kampala. And positivity inside the negativity, the people were nice. I loved the food. They have like plenty of food. And I'm not a foodie, but I love food. Anyway, so back to why Uganda is very much behind. And like I have proof on my camera. As I told you before, I was taking videos, I was taking pictures. So like these are things I saw with my bare eyes. Anyways, so guys, first things first, ni Oshago, like it's rural. Like we saw like their towns, they don't even have towns. From the border to Jinja, I didn't see like a major town. I just saw like a small center, which we went to the gas station. Yeah, where we went to the gas station, there was like a small center, and it was like, you see like our rural areas, like our countrysides, how they look like the centers in our countrysides. That's how it looks, and it's like a main road from the border in Kenya to Jinja. So it's like in term of infrastructures. Yo, my goodness, infrastructures. I will rate Uganda a negative. Like, okay, let me be lenient with them. I'll rate them. How much will we rate them? I'll rate them 2. Like infrastructures, no, they're not yet there, and it's not like I'm hating. You know, I'm a YouTuber, and in future I want to like do like travel vlogging. That was my original plan when I started content creation, but I've had some hurdles in between. But that's my, let me say, what I want to do in content creation. So I'll be traveling a lot, and I'm not trying to criticize any country. You know, I loved Uganda, but there are some things that we can't go without saying. There's some things that need to be said, you know. And anyway, so infrastructures is one. Like, yo, those guys infrastructures, like their buildings, ish. No, I didn't like them at all. And I noticed, kwanza, their schools, they have really bad schools. Like, their schools are in very bad conditions. And I only saw a few schools. And from the videos I always see online, like Ugandans going for prom and yeah, all that stuff. Like, I didn't see a school that is even that should be hyped. Like, you see, like the schools that are in the countryside, like in Kenya, like Oshago Kwenu, the schools that are there, those are the kind of schools that ziko kwa like their main roads. And I really felt like they don't, like the government isn't in that serious with education. I felt like that because those schools are in bad conditions. Alafu, yeah, they're just in bad conditions. And yeah, anyway, let me show you another thing. Their police, like their police uniform, I really didn't like them. They looked like asthma patients, if you know what I mean. And they were not that good. Like, Uganda is hot. And tell me why. Eh, I don't like saying tell me why because I feel like every Gen Z uses it, that phrase. But anyway, tell me why their uniforms look like this. Like, they literally look like asthma patients. Like, for real, for real. Let me look for those photos. Actually, I had to snap some few photos of their uniform to come and show my sister. Like, those uniforms are a no. I didn't like them. I didn't at all. I don't know who came up with that idea for those designs, but they were not giving at all, at all. I think I snapped a lot of pictures, so I really have to scroll a lot, but I think here, almost. I'm almost there. Just give me a second. I'm almost there. Okay, these are the uniforms. I don't know like, I don't know how to adjust this camera, like, seriously. Anyway, here we go. I don't know why I have like this black thing over here. You know what I mean? But anyway, I've zoomed it. Like, you see this asthma patient having like a shade of green. I think this here we can't see it well. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me look for another asthma patient. Okay, this one is better. You see this? Like, this one is not like a different, the white like long sleeves in there. That shade of green. What shade of green is that? I don't know. But you see that outfit? Those are the police. And like, if you're from a closer view, those outfits are like, the long sleeves are not like shirt material. They're like the cotton material. Like, I think they use the sweater material. I don't know. Like, if you look at them closer, they look like, is it material the sweater? I don't know. I don't have any near me, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, the heavy material. And it wasn't just giving. I didn't like them. They looked like asthma patients all over. And yeah, I didn't like it. But anyways, we have to move on. And their matatus, here are the matatus. I took like some shots of the matatus. They ain't all that. They can't beat the Nganya culture. Just a minute, let me show you. These are the matatus. Yeah. Those blue whatevers are not part of my mini. Those are part of the matatu look. Art. Let me just call the matatu art. Yeah. And that is part of the, like, that's how the matatus look like. They look like, what should I say? Like, how should I put it? That in a way that will be You guys will understand, but will also be respectful, you know. Like they look like hospital vans. They look like hospital vans. Like seriously. You can't have a matatu looking like this. Where is the Nganya culture? Where is the Nganya culture? Hmm? Why should your matatu look like this? Just assume the red part and the other part. Just look at it. Why should your matatu look like that? But anyway, I didn't like the fact, you know, from Kenya we have like the Nganya culture, and it's a vibe, you know what I mean. And then you go to another country, you find like hospital vans. They took the idea of hospital vans to be in their matatus, of which I didn't like that idea. I didn't like it. But anyway, just me. By the way, I'm not only going to talk about the negatives, I'm also going to talk about the positives. So don't come to my comment section saying that I hate Uganda or anything like that. I really loved Uganda, but there's some things that should be said. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's continue with this Nini review. Okay, so what else? Another thing I didn't like about Nini, I've said like the buildings, they're not like modern. You know, you guys will like travel for a good 6 hours or 5 hours, like from the border, Busia border to Ginger. Like we didn't see buildings. It was like plantation. This, like it was like I was traveling to my Oshago, and it wasn't giving. Like all we saw was nature. We love nature. It was breathtaking, but too much of it is poisonous. Like this is what we were seeing, like throughout our journey. Nothing major. We were just seeing nature. Yeah, most of like the trip we were seeing nature, and it reached a point, like after for me who's vlogging, like seriously sorry for that. I have like a cold, I don't know. But anyway, after for like a YouTuber like me, that country ain't doing me justice. Cause like I can't like only vlog about nature, you know, like ilikuwa Oshago, like literally the whole 6 hours that we were traveling from the border, Busia border to Jinja, which I didn't like it at all. They should put more effort in building more schools and more buildings, like malls, you know what I mean. Yeah, they should put more effort. I know they love agriculture, I saw that, but too much of it, no. But anyways, let's continue. Another thing I didn't like, corruption. Those police officers or traffic police or whatever they are, they loved bribes. Like every stop, we used to stop like after every 20 minutes, and all they were asking for are bribes. Like, but thankfully, us, like we travel with the church, so like we don't fuck with that vibe of giving vibes, nini, bribes. So yeah, they were just like, if you want to see all our documents, so like what they were using against us, because they knew if we will do that it will take us a lot of time. They were telling us like the whole coaster and the minivan, we should give them our documents, yellow fever, passports, like everything, one by one. You can imagine how many we are, and they knew that if they asked us that, we'll rather just give them a bribe and go on with our journey. But hey, we were like, it's okay, we'll give you like our papers, our documents. You look, and they will just look for like the co-driver, the driver, and just let us go, because we were not giving them any bribes. And yeah, so like those people are corrupt. They love bribes. I know in Kenya, like the Kenya police love bribes, but theirs is on another level. And if you like your driver is not that like aggressive or say ametembea like the world, you guys mtalipa bribes mingi. Like it's cause our driver, I think he's Ugandan, Kenyan, he's African, or he's traveled a lot, so like he knows how to interact with the police, and that's why we had like a easy time over there. But anyway, the bribing sessions were just too much for me, and frustrating. It added like some 1 good hour to our journey, because like we had a lot of stops. And that's another thing, the stops they have like too many stops. Like after every 20 minutes you have like a barrier, like the ninis, how do we call them, I've forgotten ata in Swahili, but we have those like to prevent you from going forward, so you have to stop, like the police barriers, I think that's how they're called, I don't know. But they have those like after every 20 minutes, which really slowed our journey. Alafu we had like the Kenyan number plates. So yeah, it was a disadvantage for us. But anyway, and like in Kenya, we don't have those barriers after every 20 minutes. Like you can even pass 3 counties to get those barriers. So that's a bit different. About culture shock, we didn't see any culture shocks. Like actually, how our life is in Kenya is how the life is in Uganda. Apart from the accent and different in language, the difference in languages, I think that's the only difference. The difference in languages and accent. They have like the bagandas, do the word. Alafu as we have how many languages do we have in Kenya? Our several languages, and yeah, I think that's the only difference, because like everything else is the same. Uganda looks like our Oshago, and yeah, but the positives, food. Those guys have food, plenty of food, guys. We were eating like we were on a feeding program, like literally. We were on a feeding program, like we used to eat. You wake up in the morning, breakfast is like a buffet, and they have like variety. You like you stuff your stomach, you stay like 2 to 3 hours, it's already lunch. You like variety, they have like plenty of food. We used to have, and they know how to cook. Those guys, yo, those guys know how to cook. And by the way, I didn't see a lot of ladies at the restaurant, so most of them are guys, and they know how to cook. For their food, I loved their food, but it's not like up to standard, but it was good. I love like from my expectations after seeing the environment and seeing the place. I didn't expect like, and other reviews from other people, I didn't expect them to have like good food like that. Kwanza our first night, like our first meal in that place, heavenly man, heavenly. It's just nostalgic, man. I loved their food. I loved their food. They know how to cook, and they have plenty of food. You see, like the way everywhere is rural in that place, that's how they have a lot of food. Like Kenya, we have like we have buildings, but we don't have food. So I think that's the only thing wametushindia. Like yeah, food. They have plenty of food because they do agriculture a lot, and it's kind of positive but also negative on the technological side. But yeah, alafu what else, another positive, the people were nice, when we went for like our tour, to tour like Ginger. No, it was on Sunday or on Saturday. It was on Sunday. We went to tour Ginger, and we went to one of the stores, and one of my friends forgot to carry like everything. they bought some gadgets and they forgot to carry like the chargers and all that stuff. Imagine they followed us up to where we were, and we also forgot like one of our shopping bags at that store. They really like followed us up to where we were. I think we all looked like foreigners, so it was like easy to identify us, and they found one of us and gave them our things. And I really felt like that was a really good name, a really good image, and yeah, those people are nice and nice. Anyway, apart from those people being nice and having good food, would I want to go back to would I want to go back to Ginger? No, not anytime soon, but maybe in future years. I would love to go to Kampala, at least compare if they are like better than Ginger, but Ginger no, not anytime soon. But anyway, we're just praying to God that we get a lot of money so that we'll be going to like other places like Santorini, we'll be going to Dubai, we'll be going to like these fancy places. Hey, pray for your YouTuber. Like I need to show you around the world, and I also need to go around the world. So like pray for your YouTuber so that I get money to be traveling a lot. Okay? But anyways, overall experience, I loved the vibes. If you're someone who wants like to chill, like you're taking leave from job and you want to like just have somewhere to chill outside like Nairobi chaos, Jinja is a very good place for you, like a very nice place. Alafu they have a serene environment, like you are breathing fresh air. And yeah, one thing with Uganda, a positive one also, fresh air. Like that place, fresh air everywhere. Like that place is not like polluted like Kenya. Honestly, Nairobi is so polluted, and that's one thing I loved about Uganda. Fresh air everywhere, which was a good thing. But the solar, Uganda is hot. That's one thing I didn't like, and I didn't know it's going to be hot at that time, and so I didn't carry like light clothes, which is but the one of the days I wore this. I think it's the traveling day when we were coming back. If you saw my blog, I wore these pants and have evidently like I didn't carry anything light, so I only had like how do we call it heavy clothes, which was a bad nini for me because I ended up wearing sweatpants when we were going for a boat ride. Like literally, that was so weird. That was so not classy. That was so not up to my fashion. But what could I do? I wore sweatpants when going for a boat ride, which wasn't anyway. But I wore sweatpants. Tips I've learned for traveling. Next time when you're traveling, even if you're going for one day, don't carry like clothes for that day. Carry clothes for 3 days. Even if you're going for one day, carry clothes for 3 days. You just don't know how you'll use all those clothes, but you'll use them. But anyways, I loved my overall experience was nice, and I loved Uganda. The vibes are good, but not for a Gen Z. Sorry to say that. Anyway, I'm hoping my next Easter retreat will be better than Uganda. And one other thing, my team was fun. Like I had a fun team. When you carry Gen Zs only and leave millennials back in Nairobi, the vibe that you'll get, you know what I mean? Yeah, we left the millennials back in Nairobi and we went to the Gen Zs. So like the vibes of vibing all over the place, and we had a lot of fun. No shade on the millennials. I know I have millennials but millennial fans on my YouTube channel, but you understand what I mean. Like Gen Zs and millennials, we have like a different vibe around us, like a different aura around us. Yours is a bit chilled, calm, and serious, but Gen Z bubbly, outgoing, and like we like to explore, see new things, experience new vibes. So yeah, like it was just amazing that we didn't carry millennials to our journey, apart from like some of the leaders. The only millennials we had were the leaders. So like that nini was fun. But anyways, I'm hoping next Easter I'll also go for a retreat, but also in between I'm hoping I'll also go for other vacations, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to go, but we'll see when we get there. Anyways, see you guys on my next vlog, and thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. It's a girl, Miss Debbie, again, and I just want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Adios amigos, and bye. Love you guys, love you all.